It's Really Rad Weekend.
Game begin.
What's up, guys? Sam from RadJunk here, and it's the weekend that I've been harassing you all about for months. It's Really Rad Weekend. It's Sunday because during setup and during the yesterday was a busy day of the convention, and I didn't have the willpower or the brain power to film a video, so we're gonna go through and I'm gonna show you guys what this is all about. Sunday fun day. This is the part of Really Rad Weekend where the Bills and the Dolphins play. You know, this is important Really Rad Weekend stuff. We got.
This is why we throw the con.
This is why we throw the convention, so that, you know,
This is deep lore.
the Dolphins can lose and Todd can cry about it.
The Dolphins can lose.
But maybe they won't.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Maybe they won't. They're winning right now. We got Josh Allen back there.
Can't wait for how pathetic this
Watching, waiting. We'll see. We shall see. Mike McDaniel, if you ever want to be a guest at Really Rad Weekend, Todd will come pick you up. Doing great, Stevie.
I'm trying.
All right, so we are here in the vendor hall, and you know, Really Rad Weekend is it's not a vendor focused con. You know, you've got all your bigger conventions that have 200 to 300 vendors. We have about 40. And you know, while the vendor hall is definitely important, and it's probably the busiest room in the whole convention, it's just a small part of it. You know, we're not vendor centric. But let's take a look around, because the benefit of having a small vendor hall is that you get to curate it really well. And we've got some great vendors out here. How's it going, Lucy?
I'm eating pizza. I have been fed.
Thank God.
Yes, the goblin is satiated.
Are you having a good time?
I'm having a better time than when I woke up groggy.
That's fair for first Really Rad Weekend. Yeah.
A lot happens.
Yeah, you know, it's cool. Lucy's been running our booth. It's pretty much solo. You know, Kenna's also here.
Wait, show this off.
Okay, hold on.
I worked really hard on this.
Custom.
Yes.
Kenna. Hi, Kenna. Y'all are doing great, holding down the fort.
Yes.
When the drum beats go like this.
You know, it's Sunday. Oh, yeah, you're in this video now. Too bad, sorry. You know, it's Sunday. It's a little bit slower. It's just, you know, the only reason I have time to film right now. Yesterday, this room was packed to the gills. Like, it was busy in here. I probably wouldn't have been able to film anyway. What?
It's Sega Mike over here. We're doing half price Sega.
Half price Sega. Let's
Yeah,
see.
big stack.
Let's see, Sega Mike. We want.
Are you sure you wanted to leave him there?
Exactly. He's just doing this so he never has to do this again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's not half price anymore now that Mike's off the clock.
It's over. Sega Steve's on. Sale was all of what, 30 seconds?
Yeah, Sega Steve's not honoring this. I gotta go. Oh my God, it's the YouTuber Retro Wolf.
That's me. I'm Retro Wolf. I make videos and sell games.
I feel that level of enthusiasm. The fun fact that we learned about Matt last night, he like super duper really likes Malort. So
It's the nastiest thing that I've ever put in my mouth. It was horrible. I don't recommend it.
So definitely, no, I'm not gonna. This is how I feel right now. This is the embodiment of what's going on in my soul right now. So this room is my favorite room in the entire convention. We've got a great team of people who bring out all these machines for us. You know, they're coming from all places, from Alabama to Pensacola, and they put in some work on this room. It just gets better and better every year, but this part is by far my favorite. So this year for Really Rad Weekend, we added a bunch of pinball tournaments. It's not something we've been able to pull off in the past, but now we have Susie, and she absolutely killed it. She brought machines, she ran the circuit, and big shout outs to Susie. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you for letting me do this. It was an honor.
So this is John, and John is the OG. He's been hauling arcade games, just pinball, I guess, for the last, decade?
Yeah, last 10 years. We started 2015.
Yeah, we've been between Emerald Coast Con and Really Rad Weekend. This is the 10th year that we've been doing this.
Hard to believe it's been 10 years already.
I know, it's crazy. Thanks for sticking with us this entire time.
It's a lot of work, but we all have a lot of fun with it.
We can manage once a year.
This is the first year I brought this. I brought 14 games this year.
Oh, this is the most full our arcade has ever been. Like, it looks great in here. Thank you.
Thank you. No, we enjoy doing this. It's for a good cause.
Thank you so much, John.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Game over.
And you know, this is why we keep stuff running, because Derry's been putting in the most work, just repairing and, you know, doing all the things.
This is the first time we've cleaned it since we got it.
Dang. Yeah, so Derry has also been with us for the last decade. It's been 10 years since Emerald Coast Con.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the original Emerald Coast Con.
Yeah. So Derry is also OG, and we wouldn't have this arcade without Derry. So also check out his YouTube channel. It's Games from the Dead. Thanks, Derry.
Thank you, Sam.
We had a pool party last night at this pool behind me, because you know, Really Rad Weekend is at a beach resort. You know, there's two different pools. There's a hot tub and obviously the beach. And I yeeted myself into the pool with my socks on, so that's the kind of weekend it's been. Dolphins are still up. So this is panel room number 1. You know, it overlooks the pool. You know, you get this big, nice rock formation in the background, and you can just watch a panel and then jump in the pool if you want. So you get to walk across this nice bridge into the back building, across the pool, through the rocks, and then into the back building up here. We're gonna go check out the tournament rooms and the retro room upstairs. So this is my other favorite room. It's the retro console room, which the majority of the things in here are from my and Jill's personal collection. You know, we supplemented with some stuff from the shop, but every single thing that is in this room, except the Neo Geo, came from us. So what's the point of having cool stuff if you don't let people play with it, right? Show you my cool stuff. So a few of the key pieces in this room, you know, stuff of mine that doesn't get to see the light of day very much because, you know, who's gonna casually just play on this stuff. I just kind of want to, you know, I want to show off a little bit. We've got, I talked previously in the video where I got the NES bike from Travis, where I have, you know, I'm trying to collect the workout gear. And this is, you know, this is the one that most of you probably know about. It's the Super Nintendo Life Cycle. And basically how it works is you've got a cable here at the bottom that goes all the way into this box that goes into the port on the bottom of the Super Nintendo. And, you know, I've got Mountain Bike Rally. And this is actually really cool because as you ride, you know, you pick your different tracks, the resistance in the bike actually changes to the tracks. So it's actually, you know, you get a pretty good workout on it and it's fun. There's another cart with Speed Racer that you can also use with this bike, and, you know, the legendary combo cart, which is dumb and rare and expensive, and I also don't have, so. Of course, we've got Steel Battalion. You know, if you've never played this game, it is insanely hard. These guys seem to be doing better than I ever have, and, you know, we could not have it on the Mountain Dew Xbox. Because, you know, sometimes you just gotta ball out. One of the other coolest parts of this room is where we have indie developers, and this year we have 2 NES Maker games that are here. So we're gonna talk about those, and, you know, if you ever felt like you needed a new NES game that's from the last few years, well, this is for you.
In a physical shop, the QR codes.
All right, so this is Gilbert. He was here last year, if you happen to remember. We've talked about his game a little bit before, but now we have a Commodore port available. For the good people who have not seen our previous year's video, tell us a little bit about your game.
So my game's Hazard Let Us Out. It took about 5 years to make, about 30 minutes to an hour a day. I originally started in NES Maker, and while it took a while, it was successfully Kickstart funded and made earlier this year. In January, all the Kickstarters and backers already got their copies, along with a special port of a different version that I decided to try. And I thought I'd come over here to Really Rad Weekend to showcase the different versions and to hopefully get people to enjoy it.
Awesome. So if you want to support small indie devs, Gilbert specifically, and you want to check out his game, you can buy a physical or a digital copy. So these little QR codes right here, figure out how to get to them. You know, it's 2025. We have the power. And make sure you check out Hazard. Let us out. Right, so this is Joe, and this is his first time coming to Really Rad Weekend. We've never actually met in person, but I love his game. You know, when Nestmaker first became a thing, he made this game, and then we got to test it, and he sent us this really cool cart. I'll clip that in later, but tell the good people of YouTube about your games.
So, hello, I am Joe Sherman, also known as Turtle Rescue. Back in 2019, I created a game called Turtle Rescue Unhatched, always starring Toby the Turtle. It's a Zelda-like adventure where Toby has to find the missing turtle eggs and make sure that they hatch safely. It was the entry for the very first Bite Off competition in our community, and it was awarded first place by Judge Howard Phillips, which still is overwhelming to say. Like, he liked my game. Wow, Howard Phillips of Nintendo Power fame. And a lot of people liked it, so
Me included.
Thank you. So yes, I did make a very, very small limited release on cartridge of that for anybody who was interested, but I always knew that it wasn't done yet. It was nowhere near the scope and scale of what I had in my imagination, and I needed to grow over time, and I needed to become a better developer. So I branched out into other games, other genres, so that I can expand my skill set. I have released 3 other games to date. The first one was Turtle Paint. It is a coloring book for the NES, a very stress-free game. I made it during the pandemic when life was very stressful, so I wanted to create the anti-stress game.
I love that.
Krabby Attack is an arcade game, very much like Space Invaders, with a little bit of Dr. Mario blended in. That one was very well received. Midwest Gaming Classic chose it as their giveaway game for VIP people. So without even having to do a pitch, 500 people ended up with my game, which is like surreal to say. So I was very flattered that they chose it.
That's incredible.
Thank you. The latest release is 8-Bit Bricks Design Studio. I always loved Legos growing up. And I wanted to bring that into the NES world. So I made it so that you can design characters on screen with virtual Lego bricks. And if you are done with being in a creative mood, it comes with a snake game built in, kind of like Tron, where you're riding around laser cycles, but eventually you're going to run out of room, so it comes down to is who's going to crash first, and you don't want it to be you. So giving the player some value for a game so they can choose what type of experience they want to have. Turtle Rescue will get the full release that it deserves, and that's what this gentleman is playing right now. He's getting a sneak preview of what's coming, maybe 26, more likely 2027.
Support your small indie devs, you know, like Joe and Gilbert. And here's where you can get everything. Once again, y'all can figure out this QR code, pull it up on your TV, scan it with your phone, or you can visit the link tree. But if you want copies of these games, and which you should buy them, check out the link. Check out Turtle Rescue, because it's adorable. Like, seriously, it's one of my favorites. So other cool things of mine that I just want to show off, because otherwise it kind of lives in a box. I have a Game Boy sewing machine. So for those of you who don't know, basically what you do with this thing is you hook it up to a Game Boy via link cable, and there's a Game Boy cartridge that you plug into your Game Boy, and it's got sewing patterns and everything on it, and you use your Game Boy to control the sewing machine. So, you know, back in the days when Nintendo used to do a lot of really cool stuff. That's another one of those oddball things, you know? All right, we got some tournaments happening. I'm not sure what, but we're gonna go bother Morgan about it. All right, Morgan's also, you know, this is my Smash. No, it's not a Smash guy. This is my tournament man right here. This is Morgan.
Hey.
Everyone claps for Morgan because I don't want to do this, so he does.
I don't want to do it either.
We got Smash Ultimate happening right now. Is this the last tournament of the day, or we have? Okay, we had Street Fighter earlier.
Yeah, we did.
And then we did Big Mario Kart tournament yesterday, and that went pretty well, right?
Yeah, we have Mario Kart, Duck Game, and the super duper secret bracket, which was just rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. So yeah, Morgan runs all of that because I don't have the brain power. So you know, big shout out to Morgan. You're doing the most. Photographer Sarah, also doing a great job making sure that we have photos of everyone and everything. Doing my best. Doing great. Thanks. I think we might actually win.
No, he's my daddy.
Are we gonna win?
Absolutely.
We gonna? Everyone in a Dolphin shirt right now, like. Woo! Yeah. Dolphins won. Woo! They're all from Buffalo, so they're not pleased. All right, so we're wrapping up for the day. Like I said, you know, it's end of day Sunday. It's the only time I get to film, but it's been a really rad weekend. I'm exhausted. It's time to start kind of breaking down. We're gonna load a bunch of stuff into a box truck and, you know, get the shop back together tomorrow, and maybe I'll film some of that. I don't know. The Really Rad Weekend aftermath. But this year was, you know, we just get better and better every year, and I think this was honestly the best year yet. If you weren't able to come this year, come next year. We're Veterans Day weekend every year. I just want to, you know, I had so much gratitude for all of my volunteers and everybody that comes and helps us make this thing happen, and everyone that shows up, because, you know, if you guys didn't show up, then we wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you to everyone who came out, everyone who helped, everyone who did stuff. And I'm gonna go faceplant after I break this convention down. So thanks for watching, and stay rad.
Ready?